Cool. So thanks for agreeing to talk to Shoutmouth today.
Of course, yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah.
How is the tour going so far?
Oh, this tour is awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's been a little over a month now. All the bands are great, really good bands, really awesome guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Cool. What's it like playing with Emery?
It's awesome because I've loved them forever. I got their first CD when I was a senior in high school, and so it's been a while, you know. And like if someone could have told me back then that we'd be touring with them, this would have been awesome. I've loved them for a long time. So
awesome.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite city so far on the tour?
On this tour, that's tough, man. There's been some good ones. I can't even think of them. I can't even think of like one of the best ones. Well, we like a lot of the West Coast, which is really good. Seattle and Portland. California was pretty cool. Texas was actually really good. All of Texas was really, really good. So that was really cool. There's been a lot, you know. It's hard to pick one, but yeah.
Right. Sorry to bounce around so much, but you guys said in interviews that following Warped Tour helped a lot.
Yeah.
With getting where you are, and would you recommend that to other bands who want to do what you do? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it really takes it's really tough. It takes a lot of work, and but if you're able to do it, you know, it's just a huge help. You know, like for us, it definitely we'd only been a band for like I think 6 months at the time that we did it, and hadn't really done. We hadn't toured at all as a band. Like Warped Tour was our first tour experience, and we wanted to keep playing. You know, so it was just huge though. You know, because we sold like I think 11,000 CDs and. Our MySpace started really kind of blowing. Like a lot of kids were going to MySpace and we were getting a lot of plays on there, which in turn kind of like got labels looking at us and stuff, and how we got signed to Fearless. So it really gave us a good, strong start to the band. So
cool. And how do you feel this tour's helped you as a band to gel or
do a Warped Tour? Or,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Good? Yeah. I mean, it definitely like. It's the hardest tour you can do, especially if you're not playing. You know.
Right.
So kind of like getting that out of the way, like. Going into like regular touring and stuff was like easier, you know. So that was really cool. Like I said, we'd only been a band for only like maybe about 6 months, and some of the guys I didn't know too well before we started this band.
Right.
So kind of like being in a situation, you really get to know the guys a lot better because you're living with them and stuff, you know. But it was cool, you know. Like it really showed us that this could work, and it was really awesome.
It had to be a great bonding experience.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Cool. Tell me about the songwriting process in the band and how that works.
Well, usually, it's just because we're on the road so much, usually the songs, the way that we get written is one person, we all kind of write our own stuff just on the road, like I have a bunch of ideas for songs that we have an acoustic guitar in the band, or we have 2 acoustics actually, and we have GarageBand on our laptops, and we'll just like record little, like here's an idea, and we'll record it and just kind of keep it, and like, you know, then whenever we have time off at home, we'll take all of our ideas and kind of like, all right, we'll try messing with this one or whatever, and we'll play it. I mean, if it doesn't go anywhere, we'll just go to a different one. But if it's like working, we'll kind of like make a song out of it or whatever, you know. And so it pretty much works that way. One person comes up with the idea of it, and then we turn it into a song with the whole band. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, right now we're doing a lot of research on the word emo and what it means to different people, because it's, you know, it means a lot of different things to people. And so what does the word emo mean to you?
It's a touchy subject. It's just, you have so many bands that just kind of like, you know, the bands that to me are like obviously emo, that like hate that word and say that they're not emo or whatever. I would say that we are emo, you know. I don't say that that's like all that we are, but that's a category that I think that we're a part of, you know. And really, I assume that it comes from like emotional, you know, like emotional lyrics or whatever, you know, and you know, it's just I don't know how it turned into like a bad thing. A lot of people think of it as a bad thing, and I don't know why that's the case, but I don't think it's a bad thing at all, you know.
So you're comfortable with it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with it. I wouldn't, you know, say that we're just like a straight emo band, but I definitely would put us in like part of that category.
Would you say there's any big misconceptions right now about emo or?
Well, really just the whole like, you know, negative, like some people just seem to instantly think of it as like a bad thing. It's like a, you know, and then you'll ask, and so many people will talk about how they hate emo bands, but they'll listen to bands like, you know, maybe like Taking Back Sunday or just, and well, who do you think is emo? That, you know, just like, it's just kind of weird. Like people seem to get, there's a lot of like miscommunication there where people don't understand, I guess, like what it means or what it is or whatever, so.
Gotcha. What do you feel about the parallels people draw to your music and your contemporaries like Paramore or Fall Out Boy?
I mean, it's obviously, we have a lot of things to influence us, and obviously a lot of it is more like modern stuff, like the Fall Out Boy, Paramore, Take Back Sunday kind of stuff. We listen to a lot of that, but I hope we also listen to a lot of older stuff. Lately, I've been into a lot of like '90s rock bands that I used to listen to a lot, but I hadn't listened to much lately. And like the Foo Fighters and Smashing Pumpkins and Goo Goo Dolls and Third Eye Blind, bands like that and stuff. And then we all listen to a lot of like '80s rock bands like Queen and Guns N' Roses and Led Zeppelin and stuff, or whatever. So I hope that it seems like we have a lot of different influences in the band, and we try not to just like pick a sound and just write like that, but to just write good songs, and hopefully they don't have kind of like that every song sounds the same kind of feel to them or whatever. Like I think a lot of bands kind of fall into that,
Gotcha.
So
cool. What song are you looking most forward to playing tonight?
There's a few that I love playing. One of my favorites to play is called Take This to Heart. It's track 10 on our CD, and I don't even know why. It's just a fun song. It's a fun song to play every night. Jamie All Over, the opening track of the CD, is always one of my favorites to play. It's also one that kids really get into, and obviously the ones that the kids get into are a lot more fun for us because it's easy to feel feed off the crowd or whatever. So.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely,
Nice to talk to you, Shoutmouth, and have a great show tonight.
Awesome, man. Thanks.